Tokens for the Midway Games are available at any one of the Mark Token dispensers in Dry Rock Gulch.
How long do you think it's gonna take us to drink that whole river of quantum, huh?
Wonder how often that stuff fills up. I'm gonna Google how often those chests. Um, So, from the looks of it, it's a one-time thing. And now need that for a trophy, so.
One more time. Up.
Hi there! If you have...
Well, look who it is.
Shank.
Well, look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. Gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you're standing here, well, I suppose Gage figured you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long did it take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
And what makes you think I've been convinced?
Well, if you aren't yet, you sure as hell should be. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
If I'm gonna do this, I don't want to hurt people.
No fun in that. But look, you're the overboss. You decide you want to sweet-talk the poor sods we're gonna be dealing with instead of filling them full of lead? That's up to you. But I can't change the fact that you're gonna have to run some people out of their homes so we can give them to the gangs. No one said being boss was gonna be easy. Now, you just say if this is something you...
Okay,
Yeah, fuck
let's
it.
get started.
Music to my ears. So getting us set up in the Commonwealth's gonna require 3 things. Territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. We're gonna need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from, an outpost. And there are 2 ways to claim territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave, or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land, or you want to wipe them out?
Is there a difference between the approaches?
Well, settlers will probably rally some bodies if you try and wipe them out. But it's a guaranteed way to claim a spot. If you try to scare them off their land, there's a chance they might just tell you to take a hike. At that point, you might be able to buy them off. But it could end up getting expensive if you don't work them over a bit first. Beyond just that, there are some places out there overrun with trouble. Ghouls, children of Adam and the like. Those places aren't going to be interested in having a chat. So you're going to have more options if you go in guns blazing.
Let me
I'm gonna
talk
talk
to them.
about him.
I'll convince them to leave.
Works for me. Once you've planted your flag in the place, I'll send a crew in to set up shop. Now, next up, you'll have to pick who you want to hold your outpost once it's established. Of course, every outpost you claim for a gang is going to be something the other gangs don't have. And none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang should I have join you once you've staked your claim?
The pack.
Sure.
I like the pack.
I'll get a stake on a string or something. That just leaves the target. Now for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again. Make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for Nuka World's first new homestead?
I'm ready.
Good. So, what's the target?
I'm gonna go. I don't think I've even ever been there.
Wait, pretty sure that place is one of yours, boss. That's where you want to hit?
Does that matter?
Only if you want to keep control of it. Targeting a settlement for a job is gonna break whatever connections you might have had to the place. Worth taking a moment to consider how much you like having that spot under your thumb. So, that the target?
Actually, I changed my mind.
Of course. You want to...
Okay. Damn, I can't. Okay.
Hey, Shank.
So you decided how you want to claim that territory?
Let me talk to them.
Work... Which...
The pack.
You got... Now, you ready to...
I'm ready.
Good. So, where you want to do?
Sure. Uh-huh.
I think...
Uh-huh. That one's the target.
Just wanted to make sure. So, to get these folks to scram, you got two main options. Buy them out.
Hey,
Yeah? Can I help you?
there's a gang of raiders coming for this place. Mine. But if you leave right now, I promise you, we won't have any problems.
You want this place? Listen, I'm not trying to piss you off here, but I'm not sure that's gonna work. This is home.
Now, I'm gonna make this easy for you. Take these caps and go.
Caps? For this? Yeah. Fine. I guess it's all yours.
Um, what do I put up here? Gang signal flag.
I'd like to trade some items.
Okay.
Yeah? Place ain't too bad. We've got to get supplies coming in. Head back and tell them we're good to go here.
Seems to be growing well.
Um, there we go for now. Okay, and they show up like that. Now, can I? No, they can't be set to a supply line. Oh wait, I wanted to. So I need. What is Wasteland Warlord? I don't know what that is. Hmm. Okay.
Hard not to preen when you're the best, ain't it?
Hey, Shank.
Well, well. Rumor going around is that some big bad raider boss strolled into the Commonwealth and talked a group of settlers right off their land. Not too shabby. I'll make sure your cut of any caps the outpost pulls in are waiting in your quarters. So, now that we got part 1 on the books, we can move on to part 2, provisions. If you want to hang on to this newfound territory, you're going to need to convince a nearby settlement to start handing over shipments of supplies. I'll make sure those shipments get distributed direct to the outpost. Any caps they provide will be waiting in your trunk up in Fizztop. And the more a settlement produces for itself, the more of each we can get them to cough up. Now, like before, the method's up to you. You can try talking to them yourself, convince them to hand over the goods, or you and a crew can introduce some bullets to some kneecaps.
Let me talk to them. I'll get them to hand over what we need.
Sure. So, which crew you want keeping an eye on the place once you get them to bend the knee?
The pack.
Works for me. Then all that's left is the target. Only wrinkle is that it's got to be near our crew's new outpost. No settlement's just gonna hand over goods if there's no one close by to follow up on threats. And if you ever want to see for yourself which settlements are within range of our outpost, you can check the map in your Pip-Boy. The Slog might be a good choice to hit, though I'd have to confirm that's still the case. So, where do you want to hit? You gotta give me some. There another target you want to hit? Or
I don't know what's
Shank.
boss? Back again.
really close.
Was worried we might have scared you off. But who can keep away from a place like this? You decide how you want to convince these folks to pay up?
Let me talk.
Sure. So,
Right. The operators.
I'll send word along. Now, the target. It's going to have to be a settlement close to our outpost. The Slog might be a good choice to hit, though I'd have to confirm that's still the case. So, what's the target? Huh. Believe that spot's one of yours, boss. Still want to proceed?
That one's the target.
Of course, boss. So, to get these settlers to cough up, you can try convincing them to pay up. Or you could rough them up.
Hey.
There's something I can do for you?
I'm here to make you an offer. This place will supply me and my friends in Nuka World caps, food, whatever you got. In exchange, we won't bother you.
Doesn't sound like a great offer. Think I'm gonna pass.
God
How
damn it.
about you and I make a deal? You get this place supplying my people. I'll make it worth your while.
You'll pay me? Yeah. I guess I can do that. Everybody, got some news. Don't think you're gonna like it.
Oh, I'm not allied to it anymore. Well. I have carrots. Where the fuck did I get all this food from? Okay.
There's a lot of yapping about wiping us out.
Then I guess we'll just have to let them know who they're dealing with. You did good. Now get going. The adults are gonna discuss this. Figure this would happen sooner or later. Our outposts caught the attention of some of our new neighbors in the Commonwealth. An outside crew of raiders think we're honing in on their territory. Sounds like they're planning to tear the place up, and our people with it. Suppose this provides us a good opportunity to make an example. You thinking what I'm thinking?
I will rip them to shreds personally.
Bingo. Only language raiders in the Commonwealth understand. Force. But you should probably get going. You wouldn't want to wouldn't be neighborly. You
Just teleporting back and forth
sheep
shit
or a
is
wolf?
hella annoying. What the hell do you do playing on survival?
I'm here to give your goddamn idiot leader a piece of my mind. Now where are they? You the Nuka World waste pile that thought you could move your gang into Sinner's territory and live? You give me one good reason I shouldn't slice you open and eat your heart right here.
Oh, please try.
With pleasure. Kill them all!
That was easy enough. Oh, so I can go to any of these. Gotcha. Okay.
Huh. Heard some rumbles, this one didn't get you either. Figure I shouldn't be surprised.
Those raiders won't be causing us any more problems.
That's what I've been hearing. So I suppose your recent success brings us to the next step. Loyalty. Without loyalty, everything that's yours ain't. And to keep a crew loyal, you need to keep them happy. Now, keeping raiders happy isn't real hard. Just have to make sure they've got their basic necessities, just like any other settlement. That they've got some things to keep them entertained, and that their food's taken care of, which, with raiders, well, isn't like dealing with other settlements. Now, if you want me to go into detail on any of that, you just say.
What can you tell me about entertainment for the outpost?
Well, it's a damn handy way to keep folks distracted if you're lacking in certain basics. Constructing pick-me-up stations or getting one of your crew working on a booze still will certainly help lift your outpost's spirits. And if the place has got a Nuka World transmitter powered up, you can construct amplifiers to help as well. Anything else I can answer for you?
Tell me more about providing food for the outpost.
So, managing your outpost's food can get a little tricky. No one ever joined a crew to dig in the dirt. so you'll want to make sure you've convinced enough settlements to supply your gang. People at the outpost can farm in a pinch, but they sure as hell won't be happy about it. Now, if you're ever wondering if your outpost has enough food, you should take a look in your Pip-Boy. It ought to have a page that'll show you everything your outpost currently needs, food included. If they're low on grub, it's probably time to get a new settlement supplying you. Or you could always drop some food direct in their workshop if it comes to it. Now,
I want to know more about managing the outpost's basic necessities.
day-to-day needs, they're pretty straightforward. Just need to make sure you've set up solid defenses, plenty of beds under cover, and enough clean water to go around. Not much more to it than that. Was there anything else?
I think I've got everything I need to know.
Sure. If you've ever got more questions, you come find me. No better tool to tell you what you're out. Now, depending on the state of the place when you hit it, this first outpost might already have some of the bare bones set up. All you've got to do is build up what's missing. If you want to run some jobs to convince more settlements to start sending supplies, well, you know how this works. You just come talk to me. And I was thinking, with the outpost coming as far as it has, might be time I set up shop there. Save you a trip anytime you want to run a job. You just let me know if that's something that'd interest you. Be good to make some trouble in the Commonwealth again. So, there any...
I'm interested in running a job.
Works for me. What type of job did you want to run?
About time I talked some settlers into providing us with supplies.
Works for me. So which gang do you want keeping folks in...
The operators.
I'll let them know. So, what's the target? Oh, damn. Sorry, boss. No dice. Don't think there's someone for us to intimidate at that spot. You want to name a different target? Or a different job?
Oh.
Let's try another target.
All right. So... Huh. Was that?
Yeah, I know. It's mine.
I think...
That one's the target.
Just wanted to make sure. Bunch of ways you can convince these folks. Plus, building your pip...
Sure.
And if none of... And it's work... But...
Right. Shank.
Should consider building a Nuka World transmitter if you can. Announce to those poor bastards your imminent arrival. Emil always...
Okay. So... build a transmitter.